Honestly, our children are not needed by anyone except us. Only we need them. Their mother needs them. Tell me, the most important is their mother. Hello, my name is Elena. My daughter's name is Darya. My daughter is 27 years old. During my pregnancy, I was bitten by a tick and my little daughter suffered because of it. Now she has a diagnosis of brain damage, central nervous system damage, and chronic Lyme borreliosis. I gave birth, yes, we were so happy, everything was good. A girl, it's just so, my first child is a boy, I have a healthy son, but when I gave birth to a girl, everyone was so happy, everyone was pleased, everything was very good. But then after 3 months, as I started watching her, she began having seizures. And the seizures started when she was sleeping, in her sleep. Well, her arms would twitch, and then her legs started twitching too. And that's when I noticed it and went here to see the first neurologist. They said it's nothing serious, kids twitch and do these things. If that's true, then fine. I stopped again, and then it happened again, more and more each time. Then they prescribed us anticonvulsant medication, that's it. She can't have any rehabilitation, absolutely not. It could make the seizures worse, that's it. But actually, when she started going to rehabilitation, she actually got better. When I remember what she went through, how she just lay there, she was just lying there like a board. I would turn her myself, lay her down, sit her up, and she would just sit there. She couldn't do anything. She had a lot of spasticity, of course, in her arms and legs. She was afraid of everything. She was diagnosed at about 1.5 years. She was 1.5 years old, yes. Well, she has central nervous system damage due to a viral infection and chronic Lyme borreliosis. All of this happened to her because of that infection. It's more on her left side, like her leg is more affected on the left side. She has this damage on the left side of her brain. When we entered the office, there were a lot of students with him, with this professor. Well, they started examining her. He said she has about 6 months left to live and won't survive. She was tiny and skinny, just 1.5 years old then. That's it, we took her home. I cried for 3 days. I cried a lot. I couldn't calm down. Everyone was trying to comfort me. Lena, don't cry. We'll all take care of her. No, don't. I couldn't find a place for myself. Well, they prescribed us some pills to take. Of course, it was very scary at first. I couldn't believe it. I kept going to neurologists all the time and asking, saying, well, let's try some kind of treatment. Let's try this, let's try that. No, they didn't give me anything. I did everything myself as best I could, all by myself. My husband and my son helped. We did everything ourselves. It was very hurtful. There were so many tears, so much of everything, of course, but your own child, what can you do? You have to take care of them. Right, Tasha? And only when we went to Germany, they did all the tests there. And then they asked me, has anyone ever bitten you? And I remembered that I was pregnant and I was bitten by a tick. And then Dasha got this infection. It was passed on to her. And there in Germany, when they did the scans and tests, they diagnosed chronic Lyme borreliosis. It's treatable. But since it was already advanced and we only went to Germany when she was 16.
Lyme disease is an infection that is mainly transmitted by ticks. Dasha has a chronic illness, and because of this, her central nervous system is affected. Besides seizures, the girl has developmental delays and impaired speech, motor, and mental functions. Her brain is affected. Please be respectful in the comments, or better yet, write something nice to Elena, Dasha's mother. If you'd like to help the family, details are in the video description. Thank you.
Yes, we once stayed in Mogilev, not the doctors. There were other mothers there with disabled children too. And they said to me, Lena, this is how it is. Come on, our children are staying there and there is one spot available. I said, I can't decide alone. I have a family, a husband and son. So I came home and said, let's do it, let's rent it out, because that's how things are. And here at our clinic, they suggested give it up and have another child, and you'll forget all about this. But when I came home and told them, my husband and son said, no, we'll take care of her, Mom, don't do it. My son said, that's my sister. And my husband said, that's my daughter, and I won't do it. No, you absolutely can't.
That's exactly what it was made for.
You still need to learn. Here, hook it on.
So like that, adjust the leg.
The lift is for adults like this. It's specially made for people with disabilities. It's really hard for me to lift by myself because my sciatic nerve is pinched and it radiates pain down my leg. That's why I asked for help from charitable people. God bless everyone. I'm very grateful that the lift was purchased. We move the wheelchair back and forth and off we go. Right, Dasha? To watch television. We did something wrong, but it's okay, we'll learn. I talk to her, I tell her everything. She sighs. She can't speak, but she understands and sighs. If I tell her something happy, she claps her hands. Even when something bad happened to my son, she wasn't there, but I still told her everything. And when he came there to the village, and when he came and she heard his voice, she started shouting, calling for him, started crying. She rarely cries, she almost never cries. But this was completely different, right, son?
Well, she has a big bed there. She rolled over to me, and just leaned against me, and she hugged me.
Yeah, she loves him. I stayed at home until I was 3, and then I went to work because it was hard. My husband worked first shift and I left for second shift. So we worked in turns like that, taking care of her. Back then she couldn't really move on her own or anything. I would feed her, lay her down, gently surround her with pillows, and then go to work. I would rush to work. And that's how we lived. Everything was fine. Well, we lived like that until my husband passed away. When my son finished his studies, I would rush to work at the computer club. I worked because we had to live to survive. Well, and then my son started working and that was it. I quit my job, I didn't work anymore. And that's how we lived. But yes, it became hard because I had to do everything myself, whereas before I had his help. For example, he would feed her in the morning and then I would take over. Lunch in the evening, sometimes he would do it. Sometimes the two of us would take care of her together. Of course, I had a very good husband. He helped me a lot, yes. Well, when my husband passed away, everything changed for me, of course. I was also very sick. I was even in the hospital. My son took care of Dasha then, and my sister helped too. How have I changed? I haven't changed at all. I live the same way I always have. What should I do? I'm telling you, she's my own flesh and blood. I won't leave her. I'm with her, always with her. I feel at peace. Well, of course I cry. Sometimes I cry, sometimes. Then I ask myself, why am I crying? No one will help me with anything. It's my own fault. I have to take care of my own child myself.
Do you feel any guilt?
Yes, of course, I feel that it happened this way, but no one is immune to this. Anything can happen in life. That's it. She's already watching. You shouldn't look like that, Dasha. You're already watching.
She's just curious.
Yes, that's Sasha. Sasha came to see you, yes. You know what? When she was 1 year old, well, there were bottles and all, and we spent most of our time in the village. My mom tells me, Lena, start weaning her off the bottle and pacifier and slowly get her used to food. Of course, I would mash everything up for her and do everything for her, and little by little we learned how to swallow and everything else. Now she can even bite on her own. A little banana and a bun, that's all. Come on, my little darling, my good girl. She refused everything. At home, nowhere else, just a little bit. When I go to bed, I sit on my phone for a bit. Sometimes, rarely, I might open the internet, that's it, nothing else. I want to go to the movies. I really want to go to the movies, just to sit somewhere, walk around the city. I've already forgotten what the city looks like, what this and that are like. I really love her, of course. What can I do? I'm stuck with nowhere to go or anything to do, thank God. Sometimes I just want to give up on everything. It feels like I would just leave and go somewhere. You see, I sigh, you sigh. No, I won't leave you, don't worry. After all, you're my child. We have to fight until the end. We have to fight until the end. No matter what. I think the worst grief is when children are sick. That's the worst grief. What I went through was just a nightmare. See, when I cry, she sighs. I won't cry, daughter. That's it, Mommy isn't crying. Will you be a healthy girl for Mommy? Well, say something.
She's silent, so that means she agrees.
Say something. Yes, she's moving her legs. Talk to your mom. You won't say anything. Come on, say something. Look how she folded her hands. I guess she doesn't want it today, right? To be a mother to a daughter whose nervous system is affected, it's very hard. Of course, I blame myself a little for what happened, but that's my burden. And I will take care of her until the end. No matter what happens to me. She will always be with me. And I want all children to be healthy. That's the most important thing. The most important thing is for the children to be healthy. God forbid that.